Tribe. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another day in the Milky Way. And I got to hit my mute button here before we go. Okay. So anyway, welcome to another day in the Milky Way. And today, before we lose her, we have Delaney Delight Jones, who's our second special guest, because Omiyinika, you have been on the show before. But anyway, our real big star is Omiyinika, and from the Omii Tribe, or how's that? How do you say it? Omii, is it right?
Omii Tribe.
Yeah, see, I did it right.
I'm a Zulu tribe, honey. I'm a Zulu, honey. Hi. Zulu right here. Hey, girl.
We just do our best. One way or the other. We're all good. Anyway.
I got my snake staff.
Okay, to let everybody know, she is
got my
having,
Zulu stick.
Yes, you do.
So,
She's
yeah.
having some problems with lag,
leg,
everyone. So don't worry. She's going to stay on as long as possible. So conserve your...
I'm going to cut off, though, just to prove a point.
No. Don't leave us. You'll come
don't
back.
Go?
Yeah,
don't go? Okay, I'll stay.
Okay. We're getting the crowd's coming in. So as they come in, things will be good, and we got you just stay. Don't run away. You're here to you're going to be our number one student for the Milky Way Soul Tribe. Believe it or not.
Okay.
I see Omiyinika dropped off. Are you still there? Oh no.
Yeah.
You were worried about you having problems. She's gone. For a minute.
There's a lot of action going on in the skies, man.
Yes. Now I got two of her.
My apologies.
Here we were worried about the lady going, and it's you that disappeared.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I don't know what happened there, but hey, that's all right. So, while everybody's coming in, did you pull a card?
Yes, I did. But before I do, I cleanse the space. Okay, so tomorrow is full moon, so happy full moon, everyone.
Yay.
Manifesting, happy releasing, happy healing. Which is very important, right? Because there are cosmic influences going on. And this is cosmic influence from our ancestors and beyond. So this is going from our ancestors to deities, to spirits, and to other forces that are assisting us in our everyday life. And it's very important to keep your balance right now, because a lot of shifting is happening. And a lot of people are feeling emotionally drained. You may be feeling some heightened emotions where you just get sad out of nowhere. And I want to let you know that that is completely normal. These emotions are going to come to challenge your perspective, to challenge how you see reality. And in you challenging those false beliefs will enable you to form a new paradigm within your own mind. And it's important, the message for today is very important for you to remember that your thoughts create your reality. Your words shape your reality. And all of this corresponds with everything else. So your relationship, what are you saying in your relationships? How do you see your relationships? What is your perspective? Are you coming from a victim perspective? Are you really seeking to find balance within these relationships? Are you seeking to understand? So right now is a time to use those heavy emotions that you are feeling to change your perspective And remember, the more you change your perspective and you alter some of the false beliefs that you have or some of the negative thoughts that you may have, you're going to shape your reality and manifest the things you need. You're never without. As I always say, energy can never be created nor destroyed, right? So that means that everything that you have ever dreamed of is already there. And the one person who's stopping it from is you and how you're looking at it. So change your perspective. Okay. Paradigm for the rest of the year going into 2021. Paradigm shift. Okay. That's what this full moon, especially this full moon, really all about, sitting in those emotions, figuring out where do they really come from? How did they come about? And what are you going to do about it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my one card. That was like a loaded one card, but
It was very, very good. That's it sets, it sets the path that we're, from our perspective, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody has their own, but we need, and we know it's all changed. I mean, look at the world around us right now. Holy cow. If you don't, isn't that the old saying that if you don't change, you get left behind or something like that, or something,
yeah.
something on that order? Or like the old tree doesn't bend, so it just breaks and dies.
Right.
Absolutely. So we got a whole bunch of people coming in. Oh my goodness. We got people tonight. You guys are famous. We got Isby3 Mind. He's here. Hey, I haven't seen him in a while coming in. Michelle, Can-Am Free. Thank you for coming. Sarah Horton. Glad you could make it. David Castle. Ah, nice. He is the best. Can't wait till he comes on again. Deborah Sloan. Thank you for coming. Elsie Darling. She says she's here, but she's listening. She was on another show, and David earlier that I popped in on with Rainbow Sovereign Phoenix. I got to say that all in words without tongue tying. David Null. David, you're having a show after this
Saint
show.
Paula.
Huh? What?
She needs to quit playing around. Her name is Saint Paula.
Yeah,
Saint Paula the Oracle.
Yes.
I'm naming you, girl.
Oh, man.
No.
She sent me some real magic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sent me some real magic stuff. Miss Sovereign Phoenix.
Yes.
Saint Paula the Oracle.
Yes. She's gonna,
thank you so much again, girl.
Yes, she's going to be on the show next week. Chloe's in the house. We have Julianne Payne, our teacher and speller of wisdom. We got Deborah Truax. We have, let's see, Deborah Slow.
This is crazy.
Everybody. I'm
this
sure.
Is
oh, Lucky
just like
Stone
when
is in the
Brian
house.
used to be on.
Lucky Stone. Yes. He said he's got bad internet and stuff like that, dude. He said, and Milky's mom is on. Hey, I hope you like that new video I put out. Yeah, Brenda's here. Yeah, we all love Brenda. And there is Rainbow Sovereign Phoenix Paula. She's here. I was just on her show a little while ago. I just popped in, and Lori from Pure Love Ascension is here. Hey, Lori, I'd like to get together with you too. I want you on again too, and we can talk about you driving the bus. And we got Soul Eyes Jewels. Yeah, and Scotty Boy. Hey, Scotty Boy. Scotty Boy shows up once in a while. I'm glad he does. He's just got that cool name that just rings off your tongue. Scotty Boy. Sounds like I'm on Star Trek or something. Scotty, beam me up there. Yes, Captain, right away. I wonder if Scotty's got an accent. Scotty Boy, you want to come on sometime, and we'll see if you got an accent. That'd be cool. I just got to get that out of my system. Anyway, okay, let's get on with things. So, Omii, you want to tell us about the Omii Tribe. Tell us about this and where you're taking it and what you're doing since the last time you were on. This is kind of like all new. And then I seen that on YouTube and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get you on to talk about this stuff. This is like big news.
So Omii, first and foremost, Omiyinika is a Yoruba name, and it means daughter of the sea. And so Omii is water. That's what Omii means, water.
Mm-hmm.
And so Omii Tribe is the tribe of water. It's like a water tribe.
Oh, the water tribe.
And so every nation of people have a corresponding element. And for my people, it is water. So that's hence Omii Tribe.
Aye.
The intuitive reader course is based off of my experience with learning tarot and oracle. I've been reading for about 7.5 years, and I went through so many things trying to remember the definitions and all of that for like 1 year. One day Spirit was just like, hey, listen, stop reading the book. And I was like, what? Stop reading the book? How am I supposed to know this? Stop reading the book. Well, I was led to learn my own voice within myself and intuitively read. So this is what this course is about. It's about teaching people how to read tarot oracle divination intuitively, which means without knowing definition. It's a part of it. You know, like I always say, it's intuition first, memory second. Your spirit knows what it needs to know to say to somebody, because us as a people, as elected, we are all connected. So there's not something that I know that you don't. And based off of that,
yeah, I'm pretty tapped in.
And based off of that,
yeah, pretty quite the extensive. Oh, there it goes.
I couldn't hear her. She broke up a little bit. What she say?
I don't know. She broke up. Keep going.
And so this is what I teach people. I show people, and to me, it's really not me teaching, because it's really helping you to tap into yourself. The more you're tapped into yourself, the more you'll be able to tap into the message that you need to deliver to someone else. So that's what this course is about. The course is, all of my courses are 9 weeks. 9 is a very divine number, so that's why it's 9 weeks.
And about money, I ain't got no money, girl. I'm a poor pimp.
Don't worry, Delaney.
So there's 2 levels to this course, and both of the levels are just very different, because in the beginning you're learning about you and you're learning how to connect with the cards themselves beyond definition. And then the second level, we just go a little deeper. So another course that is coming up is Candle Magic. It's called Candle Magic Level Up. And the Candle Magic class is very fun, because I'm not only going to show you how to do candle magic, but I'm going to show you how to make your own magical candles, which is very important to me, because I love to go to the local botanica, but I love to make my own herbs and infusions and candles and things like that. It makes it more intimate for your magic. So that's what the Candle Magic class is about. And I'm pretty excited. Like, it's amazing so far. I've had so much fun with the students that I have, and connecting with more people, and it's just been amazing.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
So,
It's
so
every
Delaney, here's the thing. So, from the Milky Way Soul Tribe to you, we're gonna get you in her first level of card reading. You froze up. Did you hear that?
Yeah, here's the first level card reading.
Yes, you're gonna take the course. No problems.
I heard you.
Yep. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take the class, and you're gonna come back on the show for whatever, once a week or something, because it's like 9 weeks. Just pop in for a few minutes because we know your internet's bad, and you tell us how it's going and what
We're
you're
going to be getting
learning.
it fixed next week.
You're getting it fixed next week. Okay, good.
For sure.
But you pop in.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell us how it's going, what she's teaching you, and we're going to learn from that. And like she said, she's doing this class, and then if other people want to do it, they can, they'll know what they're to expect, and if they want to do it too. I mean, it's a good thing. It's like a
Micah girl, you're gonna want to check out my page, man. I got a fairy dude that lives in my hallway. I got a bunch of spirits and shit flying around and stuff. I really think you might like what I got going on around here, honey. Because Aleister Crowley is actually one of my piggy guides. So I'm pretty into the astrology and stuff too. So I've been kind of training myself on how to read the cards. Do you have a Facebook page?
Mm-hmm.
have a Facebook page?
Yeah, do ya?
Yes, ma'am, I do. Micah Sanders Guerrero is my Facebook.
Okay, well, I didn't catch that. I'm Delaney Pearl Jones. Are you in the Milky Way Soul Tribe group?
No, I'm not actually.
You are here. You're kind of
in the private group too.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of that stuff. I don't even know if I have much of it. I know I'm in some of the stuff, the chat and stuff for some of them things, but I don't have time to get in there and look at all that. What's going on most of the time.
Well, just link up with me through there, and yeah, I got stills of everything that I have on video on YouTube. But yeah, I got some magic stuff going on here, and
That sounds amazing.
Omii,
yeah, if you check out my YouTube channel, the trailer video is the I don't know. You guys probably think I'm fucking nuts, but he keeps saying it's Michael Jackson. Okay, the fairy guy keeps saying he's Michael Jackson. Okay, and I'm not gonna. I don't know if you got some magic rods, you can ask for magic rods. Is Delaney full of shit? But yeah, it's a lot going on around here.
I think you're gonna have quite the student there, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm looking for it.
That's right. You're gonna ship her up in shape, and she's gonna come back a whole new person. She's gonna know what them.
Right on.
Sessions with and there's apprentice opportunities, so that before you leave this course, you'll feel very. And if you want to really dive into the work, we go over business development and all kinds of good stuff. So we're gonna have so much fun. I look forward to it.
Well, all right then.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to send you one of my magic wands. I make them. Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah. Inbox me.
I got you, dude. I got you.
I don't know how to do this.
I think you two are gonna become good friends.
Shit. I'm gonna get off of here because this leggy leg is getting on right
anyway. So you know what I need from you, Delaney, is you're gonna have we'll get some information from you later.
So,
And
you know how the people look.
she froze up. Oh.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna cut it. We tried 21 minutes. Bye, guys.
Yeah, I think.
Bye.
I am bowing out. I'm bowing out. It's killing me.
She was doing real good. At least she hung out for a while.
Yeah.
Well. Anyway, you know, I think
Nice.
Yes, she has got something going on with her, and she's got charm with the spirits somehow. I mean, she's always got videos of I don't know, lights and things flying around the house, and she's got charms and wands, and she's right into it, and she's gonna be if you can get her into shape, she is gonna be your #1 student. I tell you that.
I'm so excited. You know, right now, I just finished up a course. This actual previous one was 12 weeks. So it was an intensive. And oh my goodness, the things that I'm seeing, all of, including myself, the growth that I'm seeing within all of us is just so beautiful. It really is. I mean, I can't be more thrilled, to be honest with you. It's amazing because it's like I'm getting people in this course who have never touched a tarot deck in their life.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they leave, they're doing readings, they have a business. This is something that they're passionate about. And it's like, all of us really have this capability. That's the beautiful thing. Like, all of us really are very intuitive. And you just got to find out what makes you tick. What makes you pull that intuitive ability out of yourself? Mm-hmm. That's what this is really about. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited.
Well, I know that you know, things are changing out there, even for myself. You know, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if it's the work that I'm doing, or if it's or maybe the scarf I'm wearing. Actually, this is from Crystal McArthur. She's making the scarves, and don't forget, she's making the hats. So everybody go over to her channel. It's linked in the bottom below here. And Omii's stuff is linked in the bottom below too, so you can check that all out. So anyhow, let's see. But yeah, I'm growing too. I know that my ability to read people, other than just looking at them and talking and whatever, I'm starting to feel what they're feeling, like if they have bad moods, or if there's something sick with them, or you know, something like that. I'm starting to get those vibes. And you know, if you don't know what it is until finally something kind of happened, and then I started going, oh my gosh, you know, this can't be a coincidence after it happened once or twice. And
right.
And so I'm starting to bloom. I feel like a flower. I'm blooming. And yeah, you know, is it we've been talking a lot about the planet changing, the stars moving, you know, this other sign coming in, you know, all kinds of things like that happening. And with the earth change, you could see it with the people changing around us. It's like half of the society is wanting to move over into that new awakening, and the other half wants to be, you know, shut off. Is that what you're seeing?
Absolutely, absolutely. I am, especially my readings. I'm seeing a lot of people are at that on a bridge, and they have to either go forward or they go backwards. There really no side. If you go off the side, then you're jumping into water, you know, because it's really pushing you to who you are and what you're here to do. And a lot of people are running from that accountability and that responsibility. responsibility, because for some of us, it's like we're getting smacked in the face with it all at once. And a lot of people are really experiencing a lot of like, I wasn't ready for this, you know, like, what am I supposed to do with all this information? It kind of makes them nervous and gives them some anxiety. But then I see the other side, you know, people who are ready, people who have been waiting for this moment for a while. And so they're ready to. It's really up to us, those of us who have been prepared and those of us who have been preparing for a while. It's up to us to show those people who are kind of hesitant. They don't really know what's in front of them.
Yep.
It's up to say, you know, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. You just got to keep walking forward. And that's the interesting thing about a spiritual journey in general. And I say this all the time. It's not a sprint. It's a lifelong marathon. Like, it's a lifelong marathon. Once you start walking, you'll realize that you'll be walking forever.
Yeah.
There's really no one set destination. The destination is really finding you. And that's the beautiful thing about it. You're always changing. So you're always going to have to learn something new. And people, that scares people. It intimidates people a little bit, but people are working through it though. So that's a good thing.
Well, I think when they see stuff they don't like, they just turn it off, like they're in denial of everything. I've seen that in my own eyes, is that people don't want to admit things are happening, and they just, you know, go do the la 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 la, you know, like, I don't see it, I don't hear it, I don't know what it is, I'm just gonna go back to sleep, I want to do the zombie thing. And I think, but like you said, once you wake up and you start looking around the world and you go, holy cow, you know, this is happening and this is happening and these things are happening and I'm changing, you know, I'm changing.
Right.
You can't go back, you only can go forward. And as you go forward, that's the scary part. And if you can't be fearful of that, you have to embrace it, because it's like you said, it's gonna happen. And all you can do is move forward. You can't go back.
Yeah.
So once you start going forward, that's the big question. Where do you go? How do you, you know, say I just woke up, and you know, who knows who's in the audience right now that's listening in the group of, you know, I woke up, I found this channel and they're saying it, things are changing, da 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 da. Where do I go? What do I do? You know, I mean, I can't go to my neighbor, well, except for you, but but I mean, I can't go to my neighbor, because if I tell them, hey, you know, I woke up and things are changing, I'm looking at the world different, they're gonna say, you're nuts, you need the little purple pill, you know, go to the doctor, something is wrong with you.
Yeah.
Is that not right?
For me, it's like, and this is why I talk a lot about intuition, because when you're in touch with your intuition and you're in touch with the signs and the symbols in which spirit are sending to you through people, places, things, nature, animals, it's easier to navigate when you are walking kind of like blindfolded. A spiritual journey is it's unpredictable. Everything is not, it's not linear. You're going to go into a couple of curves. You're going to be thrown a couple curveballs, you know. So that's the exciting part about it, because let's say one day you're outside and you're angry. And this has actually happened to me before. I was angry about something, I don't even remember. And I was outside and a swarm of birds just came out of nowhere. I mean, it was over 1,000 of them. And this was spirit telling me, hey, calm down. You need to calm down. You're too angry right now. Why are you angry? You need to reevaluate your anger. And so this is me being in touch with what spirit is telling me. And spirit is in everything. So once you get comfortable with you, Get comfortable with your inner voice, your inner feeling, your inner hearing, tasting, seeing. Then that navigation becomes easier because now you're not relying on other people so much. You're relying on you.
Yeah.
And that is what I find is difficult for people the most. Betting on themselves. Like, am I good enough to do that? Yes, you really are. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You bombed out.
Yeah. Yeah. Because and that's the thing is people are scared to, they want somebody else to do the work for them. I mean, that's the society that I think we've been brought up in is everything is so easy. Like, you know, I love reading these old time mountain men books and things like that. You know, a lot of history stuff. I love history stuff. And these guys, I mean, 100 years ago or 200 years ago, these guys were tough as nails. They would
Yeah.
go out into the wilderness with pretty much nothing and battle bears and Indians and, you know, swim across streams. And they didn't have the protective gear that we have now with the like rubber boots and crap. They just got wet and got to the other side, started a fire, dried out, and then kept on going. And I mean, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
what was that movie? There was this movie. I can't think of the name of it. Somebody in the chat remind me. It was with that guy, and he battled the bear, and um, oh, I can't. He got. It was right here in like South Dakota. I went down there to Lemon, South Dakota, and I can't think of the name of the movie. It's just a couple, you know, 4 or 5 years old ago, and I went to the spot. They got a marker there, you know, where this guy, I can't remember his name now. It's off the top of my head. Oh, I got it. I went there. Yeah, I'll show you. I went there. I got this little book, see, and I draw pictures and write. I'm kind of creative. All.
It
Um,
looks like got a book of shadows there.
well,
They're
no,
missing.
yeah. When I see when I go, I go and I write what I did, and then I draw a little picture instead of taking a photograph. I draw a picture and I do it in watercolors. It's kind of cool.
That is
Um,
cool.
Here, about 10 miles south or so of Lemon, South Dakota, I took a gravel road to the right, and of course, the Hugh Glass. That was the Hugh Glass monument, and here it is, right there. Yeah, you know, my
Wow.
picture. So anyway, they got this monument there. So if you ever get to go there, um, let's see. Now listen to this. This is so cool. This is tells you how tough people were. Now I was there, and there was the river, and there was just nothing. I mean, even now there's no trees, there's no very little brush. As far as the eye can see, there's just nothingness. Now,
Wow.
let's see. And so I wrote down what it says on the thing. It says Hugh Glass, a member of the Ashley Fur Party under Major Henry, going up the Grand River in August 1823, habitual loner, while hunting, was attacked by a grizzly bear near the forks of the Grand River. Horribly mauled, he could not be moved. A, a purse was made up for two men, probably Fitzgerald and Bridger, were left with him, and they probably, believing him dead, took his gun and his kermits and left him. He, however, was not dead and dragged himself to the stream, sustained himself on seasonal fruit and meat obtained when he drove off some gorging wolves from a buffalo calf they had just downed, and by some means and by an uncertain route appeared at the Kiowa Fort Kiowa below the Big Bend, 190 miles as the crow flies from the forks of the Grand River. That much is verified. History, he was killed by an Aritka Indians on the ice of the Yellowstone River near the mouth of the Bighorn in the winter of 1820 or 32 or 33. So
Wow.
the thing is, so this guy got attacked by a bear, a grizzly bear. Then they hauled him for a while, and they literally buried him in a grave and laid him in there and left. Took all his stuff, and he went 190 miles to the fort after he come to. Now that kind of people are tough as nails, and people complain about what's going on in the world now. Just think about that. You know, so
I'm just like that. He definitely knows how to persevere, doesn't he?
yeah, but you know, as
Push
that guy,
through that. That makes
yeah, exactly. I mean, talk about finding your inner strength, and you know, can you imagine what was going through his head? And I mean, the mental stress. You know, I
right.
mean, talk about strong-willed and having faith in yourself. And I mean, so all I'm saying is if you think you can't do it, just think of that guy who battled the grizzly bear, got buried, had somebody take his gun and all his stuff, and then chased off wolves after they left him for dead to eat some meat off a dead calf, a buffalo calf, and then continue on for a 190-mile walk.
Wow.
Now there's a movie out by that, you know, so there you go.
Yes, that you know what? That is very that's I like that story. I don't know if I've ever seen the movie,
Yeah.
but I really like that story because especially right now, I think that people are very hoodwinked
Mm,
to think that a spiritual journey is supposed to be easy.
yeah.
It gets ugly sometimes. It does. You have to sit with yourself. And to me, like hearing you say that story
Mm,
reminds me of a person sitting with themselves and fighting when they're fighting those inner demons, they're fighting those wolves and they're alone. They've been stripped of everything that made them who they were.
mm-hmm.
Now they have nothing. So they got to sit with that. How are you going to push through that?
Yeah.
I really love that because that is the truth. That is the truth.
Yeah.
That is the truth right there. Yep.
I
Yeah.
mean, we're literally in the lap of luxury, and we're talking about, you know, just, you know, following a spiritual path, or, you know, finding our inner self, or being awake, and all of that, and trying to battle through it. I mean, and we got it. I mean, we live like kings. I mean, you can go to the grocery store, get whatever you want. You know, there's jobs, there's money, there's, you know, everybody's got a car. I mean, most 99.9% of people have a house with, you know, heat, and they have some sort of money coming in, and warm clothes, and, you know, if you're down and out, there's plans and programs and stuff to get you back on your feet. And unemployment when you don't work. Back then you were out of work, who's feeding you? You know,
Right.
who's going to pay for your house? Who's going to do anything? I mean, you're sick, you go to the hospital now, they can't really refuse you or anything. Back then, well, you know, who's going to pay the bill? You know, he's a vagrant, just let him die. I mean, you know, so the spiritual journey is that we got it really easy. This is a time to really concentrate and
Yeah.
push yourself when times are, if you can't do it when times are good, you're not going to do it when times are bad.
Yes. Yes.
There,
Yeah.
that's my spiel.
2020 was all about clear vision.
Yeah.
Clear vision, really getting that clarity. If you didn't know who you were before,
Yeah.
you should definitely know now.
Oh yeah, and we ain't hit 2020. What okay, so you know, we've had people on here talking about what the future is going to bring, you know, kind of, you know, what we're going to be looking into. What do you see on the front, or is there a veil in front of us that keeps, because a lot of people keep saying there's this veil that they can't see through, just like a little bit ahead of us, and they can't see that far. It's just like blank. What do you see?
What I see is a lot of people are going to be confused. There are going to be a lot of people who are very confused about what's really going on. Because mind you, a lot of us have been prepared for this. We've been preparing for this, or we've been prepared for this. But then there's that other half of people who are getting shaken up by the events that have happened this year. So it has brought in to question a lot of things that are going on in their reality. And it's either forced them to change their perspective, or it has brought them to this resolve of deep depression. So what I see, especially for next year, for there's a couple of things I see, to be honest. And I wrote this down in my journal because I have dreams. And in my dreams, I see several scenarios. And these scenarios really depend on the collective energy of everybody. And right now, I can honestly say that this year, more people are more awakened and more ready to take accountability and responsibility for change than ever before. And because of that, the energy that we are walking into is very supportive for our manifestations for change for everybody. So I do see some things going on with energy. Energy is changing in the next couple of years because there's some conflict going on with energy. And I'm talking about energetic fields as far as people, us having our own energetic fields and stuff like that. I'm talking about lights, light bills, stove, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's going on. As far as people waking up, more and more people are going to wake up. There's really not a choice now because the veil is thin. The veil is very thin. It's so obvious that if you cannot see what is really going on, it's because you're choosing not to see. It really is. At this point, everything's right in front of your face.
Yep.
And it's like, if you're not seeing it, it's really because you don't want to. It's really it's that simple. So I don't see anything bad coming in the next year. As far as politics, I don't really pay much attention to politics because I feel like I have no, like my people say, we have no dogs in that fight. So I really don't feel the connection with politics like that. For us spiritualists who are walking the path, it's going to be very hard for us to see people who have potential and to not cry when they're going through those states of depression. It's going to be very difficult for us. For us healers, psychics, mediums, anybody doing root work, anybody who's into voodoo, hoodoo, anything like that, is going to be quite difficult because for us, we know that we should be doing something, but at the same time, everybody is responsible for themselves.
So
You got to pull up your big girl, big boy draws. You got to do the work. We can't do the work for you. And that's why it's so important for everybody to be on the same page.
Well, there you go. You took the words out of my mouth. That's what I'm always telling everybody. You have to do the work. You don't get anywhere without doing the work. You
Yeah.
know, I don't know. There's a lot of people in here, and shame on y'all. That you come in, you talk big, and you don't do anything. Do the work. Read some books, watch some videos, listen to some podcasts if you can't read or something like that. Which I have less time to read than I can ever imagine. So I listen to podcasts, I buy CDs and things like that that I can listen to. I listen to the YouTube, different people reading the books for me while I drive around and work. Yeah, and that's how I get by and learn. And I try to soak all this in as best as I can, as fast as I can, to do the work. I mean, like I have on my fridge, I got the favor thing, and I say that every day, and it makes me feel good. And I go to work and I try to eat better, and it improves my body. And I lay my hands on my body and say, thank you, body, for being, healthy, and being the horse that runs the carriage, kind of thing. And
Right.
it if it works or not, I don't know. But up here, I feel better. My day is better.
Right.
My body feels better. I feel like jumping out of bed instead of, getting up all depressed and like, I gotta go to work again. And I work a lot. So any of you out there who complain about just getting out of bed and doing nothing all day, well, you should have my life and get up every day and go to work and then get called and then be on call and get a couple hours sleep and go back to work.
I mean, I'm married. I have 2 children. And so my life is very busy. I get up at 4 a.m. every day.
Mm-hmm.
I without an alarm clock. First of all, sometimes I just be wanting to sleep, but it's not really me. My ancestors that are around, they wake me up at 4 a.m. And I'm serious. And they're like, hey, you got work to do. You got things to do. So you got to get up. And I pout, sometimes because I just, but when you're living life with purpose and you're fulfilled and you're happy, it's not really a struggle. It's not really a struggle, So definitely for 2021, I see more people really realizing what's important to them and working with that and living that and loving that and moving forward with that. And that changes the atmosphere, that changes the environment for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Wait. See, the thing is, you're going to pass down some really good knowledge to your kids, like your mother passed down to you. And, you're going to keep the train going. A lot of us, like myself, we came out of this Bible thumping church group a group of people that indoctrinated us into believing what's in some book somewhere. It says, this is the way you gotta be, and bow your head, give your money, and if you don't behave, you're going to hell and burn there forever, and da 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 da. And guess what? You started out non-perfect, and you're gonna be non-perfect when you get there. You can't ever get perfect, and you're gonna work your whole life to be perfect, and you're still not gonna be perfect. Well, what the heck is that all about? You know what I mean? Who wants to live like that? I mean, get beaten down every day. I mean, what?
And that actually, I'm glad you brought that up, because that's what trips me out about the now conscious community. Is it's starting to feel like a religion. I have a problem with that, because spirituality and spiritual journeys look different for everybody. There's some people out there who love to read books. I'm one of them. And then there's some people out there who love to experience and feel things beyond reading the book. And then there's some of us who like to do both. Then there's some of us who just be like, I'm gonna just try to be the best person I can be within my relationships. If that's spirituality for you, then good. You don't have to know everything. There's too much to know everything.
That's
just
right.
Focus on what you feel drawn to, what calls to you. If you're a type of person who's like, honestly, I just want to be a good person to my wife, to my husband, to my family, to the people around me, then that's your spiritual journey. That's good for you. And then if you're called to do something else, that's good too. But it's starting to feel like the conscious community nowadays is starting to feel a lot like a religion, like a cool group. like a fad, you know, you got to be with us, or, you know, and it's not supposed to be like that. It's not supposed to be like that. I wasn't raised in the church, so experiencing that is just like, what? What? I get kind of confused. Like, wait,
Yeah.
I thought this was a spiritual journey where people find themselves, their true, authentic selves. But now you're trying to tell me what that is? Well,
Yeah.
nah, nah, no way, no way, no way. So I'm very fortunate because my mom, growing up, I questioned everything around me. Literally, I had a million questions for everything. And she would try her best to answer them, and things that she didn't know the answer to, she would always tell me, go ask nature. Go ask nature. Go look it up. Go get a book. Read this. Look at that. So I really found by doing that, and I do it with my children as well, that it really helps them to find themselves and how they question things and how to find the answers to those questions that they have.
I know your little boy. He comes over. Why? All
A
the
million.
time. I mean, he comes over. What you doing? You know. Oh man, he's quite the inquisitive little boy.
Yeah, he is. And he's very intuitive, very intuitive. I feel drawn to say this right now. So I'm going to say it. My son, he sees and hears spirits in the house. Well, we live at a crossroad. So, you know, you're going to experience that because it's a portal there. And so he's now closing the portals before bed. If you're one of those people who, like, you're not ready to hear things or to see things and it's all coming at once, and you're like, I'm not ready for that, close the portals. And how you do that is you say, the portals within this home are now closed. And you put your hands together or you snap your fingers and you say, it's closed for the night, or it's closed for the day, or it's closed for a couple weeks. You have to remember that you're in control of certain things, not all things, but certain things. And if you're not ready to see or experience something, some spirits will really listen to that, especially if you talk to your ancestors first and you say, hey, listen, great grandma, I wasn't really ready for that. You know, and they'll look out for you and they'll make sure that things come a little easier so that you're not overwhelmed all at once. Because that could also lead to some depression when you feel like you're going a little crazy and you're hearing things and you're seeing things and you're like, okay, what's really going on here? You know, you're not crazy.
That's right. See, and that's the thing is I noticed, like, for me, I started listening to the little voice in my head and embracing it, you know, instead of saying, nah, I didn't hear anything, it's just stupid, you know, I'm just overthinking it, or when I feel something, it's a bunch of crap, you know. No, now I'm embracing it and I'm putting it together and I'm saying, you know, this is happening. It's real. I don't deny it, embrace it. And then when I do embrace that, you know, more comes,
Yeah.
you know, and it's like learning. I'm turning on the switch and
Yeah.
then it's coming in versus, you know, shutting the switch off every time or ignoring it altogether. You know, the house is burning down and I'm just sitting here going, nope, there's no fire. Nope, don't see anything, even though the smoke's in my eyes. Nope, nothing's happening, you know.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely true because I mean, I'm the same way. I never was the type of person who was just like, you know, it's not happening. Um, I don't want to see it. I was always open to seeing. I think that also has to tie into your childhood too. Because a lot of people have experiences with seeing ancestral spirits or spirit guides or angels or some spirits who are not all that positive. And then it becomes a traumatic experience. And so then they cut themselves off from it because they're like, oh, no, I got scared then. I don't want to see it again. But as you get older and you learn different techniques, especially when it comes to like herbs and different things that you can implement into your environment to change the energy that is welcome into your space, that alters things too, you know. But every time I've ever had an experience with a spirit or a voice or hearing anything like that, I'm very I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm hilarious. I'm like, what you want? Why are you here? You know, I stopped doing readings like 2 hours ago. I'm going to bed. That, you know. And I'm serious. Like, I'm just like, bye.
You know what you
That's
sound? You know what you sounded like? You remember? Did you ever watch Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg and
yeah.
the Ghost? And, yeah, that's how she was. I'm not hearing none of that. I don't know. I'm done. You know.
I'm done.
You
I'm
know.
so, and I tell them, listen, I'm going to bed. I've seen, you know, it's so funny. My sister, she passed in July. And my daughter saw her in the house and she was talking to her and things like that. And she was healthy and happy. And but my sister's favorite holiday is Halloween. And so my sister was coming to visit on Halloween, of course, to scare me because that's my big sister. That's what she does. She came to visit, and of course, she tried to scare me. And I told her, listen, I don't have time for it today. I will see you tomorrow. And next time, don't try to scare me because it's not going to work. And the lights started flickering, and I said, whatever. I went on about my business. I was like, whatever, bye. I'll holler at you tomorrow or something. You know, so it's an amazing journey. It really is. And the more you really dive into yourself, the easier it gets. The easier it really gets. I feel like people have questions for something. Anybody got questions for something?
I don't know. Has anybody got questions? I know they were talking, and somebody had a question for me about this. Escape to Eden, the book I was reading, and I don't have it with me. I put it up on the shelf today, but I can find it here in a second if I just take the time. I'll find it. Hang on. I got it wrote down here on a thing. Oh, along with a bunch of other stuff that I got. I don't know if I got it here. Oh, wouldn't it be a bummer if I? Nope, I don't have it. Sorry, out of luck. Let's see. They were talking about how you're right on. You're really yeah you're right on. Let's see. No one size fits all. Put the fire. Oh, so, somebody says I can. Brandy Robinson says she can barely hear me. I don't know. Maybe I got to get a different microphone. Can you guys hear me better? I don't know if am I talking loud enough or something. I'm not sure.
I can hear you. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I can hear you just fine too. I don't know how else I'd turn the volume up, but I can work on that. I haven't changed anything. So maybe I got to put the microphone a little bit closer. Maybe my microphone is going bad. I don't know. I should have bought a bigger, better one. Anybody got any questions? See, before you go, thank you. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. No, they were just saying how I was. Sarah says I'm rocking my sixth chakra right now. I'm really in tune. So
Ooh.
yeah, I guess I was spewing out some good info.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
anyway, so oh yeah, about our hour is about there. Yeah, here we go. So anyway, I'll get a hold of Delaney and oh, Deborah Truex says I have to keep my volume at 100% to hear you. Oh, I have no idea. Maybe I need to speak into the microphone better. It wasn't doing that before. It's the same microphone. I got it plugged in. Maybe I changed to two speakers.
Oh.
Sorry.
Quick before we go, I see a couple of things. I pulled up my tablet so I can see the questions.
Maybe I need to speak into the microphone.
Yeah. Do you have a quick second to answer them real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. Elsie, is that your Elsie? Said,
Elsie darling.
ask me about the thoughts of winter solstice energy, please.
Yes.
Okay, so this winter solstice is all about resurrection, rebirth. Well, winter solstice usually is about rebirth and resurrection, right? So if you are you planning on doing a ritual or something like that, Elsie?
I don't know. That did it, she says. Maybe it's my thing was just loose.
Oh, they said I'm loud. Oh,
well, yeah, that's because I'm quiet. You're the loud one if I'm quiet. I don't know what I did, but maybe the plug-in was loose. I don't know. Maybe my other plug-in. Maybe I didn't have it plugged in tight enough. Can everybody hear me now better? Closer to the mic, Bob. Anyway. Yeah, usually I'm really loud. I play it back and I'm like blasting. I don't know how I'd turn it down on here on Zoom, but I haven't changed anything, people. I don't know why it would say that. So one last thing I want to ask you. Now you said you got a class for therapy, like couples therapy thing. With in this day and age, what we all talked about was that oh, you fixed it, Robert, and then it popped out. Oh, anyway, maybe it's me. It's me. I hope that's better. Anyway, maybe I jerked something around. Anyway, so say you're together, you and the husband and wife, and I would refer to me and somebody, but I got nobody here. So anyway, so say a husband and wife, and one guy gets waken up, one or the other, doesn't matter, wife or the husband gets woke up and they start having problems. Is that something that you could work on?
Yes. So the type of coaching my husband and I do is we are shamanic tantric healers. And so we move energy, and not just any type of energy, but especially Kundalini energy, which will be also known as sexual energy. And within a human being or within a person, this energy moves all the way from your root chakra up through the head, and it circles all the way back down through the body. Now, the importance of this is depending on where the blockage is within your energetic body will also determine the function of the organs, how these things are correlating together and working together, if they are working together or if they are not working together, and what you can do to remedy that. So that's one side of what we do. Like when you get on the table and we are doing energy work, that's one side of it. The other side of it is the coaching, the talking, how to integrate what you have learned and what you are working on into your life beyond the sessions that you're having with us. So the marriage and unit coaching or couples coaching is really fun for me and Fernando because we've been married for almost 8 years. And some people call us twin flames. I mean, I think we look kind of alike. I don't know, but our energy reflects each other. And when you are in a relationship, You know, you're either going to grow together or you're not.
Mhm.
And that's a reality. So if you're willing to grow with each other, be transparent, take accountability, be honest, then there's a lot of things that we can discuss to get you there. And that's what we do. We love to do what we do. And on the other side, the individual coaching is taking you through the journey of your life to implement healing within yourself to be a better person. And so it's pretty fun. We do the same things with the couples too, but it's just a little different because we focus on intimacy too. Intimacy is very big in a relationship. So we create products. I'm going to show y'all one of the products Fernando has created.
All right.
It's called Dick Serum.
Dang.
Dick Serum. Okay, fellas. So this is big for the fellas because there's a lot of products out there for the ladies, you know, for the yoni and to help our energy centers and all that good stuff. It's beautiful. But Fernando has created, he's handling the babies right now, so y'all can talk to him another time. But he created Dick Serum. And Dick Serum is all about phallus vitality. So it really helps improve the energetic system within the penis. And this is huge for, you know, those type of acts. But anyway, I'm gonna keep it PG. But that's for that. And then we have this intimacy oil, and you put it on your zones, and it helps for you to really feel sensual and loved and caressed. So you don't have to use it for those other things that we're not going to talk about, but you could use them to just make you feel good and make you smell good. And it's like a positive affirmation every day.
Nice. Nice. Well,
Was that too much? I'm sorry.
no, that was good. I'm sure there's other people out there. I'm like, yeah, I'm just thinking, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Oh, well, maybe someday. but you know, I'll just take that and store that in the back of my memory, you know, just in case, you know, someday I ever get the chance to do that kind of stuff. But
Yes,
you know.
yes, yes. So I mean, it's I think that people are like, especially in relationships, it's nowadays nothing is really sacred. And so it's just getting back to that. And how do you do that? And that's the importance of it.
Mm.
So it's fun. Yeah, fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's very good. That's very good. Like it says, you know, you are covering like all the bases, put it that way. You're covering all the bases. I mean, you know, a lot of important stuff that people are forgetting in life. You know, they just go to work, they come home, they have a partner or no partner, one or the other. They, you know, they just do their thing, and they don't give a crap. They turn on the TV and get programmed with a bunch of stuff and watch commercials and think about all the stuff that they need to buy that they really don't need because the TV has told them that they need it. You need
Right.
to have this camera case. It's the only one that fits you well. And if you don't have this, your life is going to go to crap, you know? And then you go, oh, I got to have it. So you run out and you buy it. And then you need to have, you know, this here thing, whatever it does, we don't know, but you got to have it. It's the best. It's the one. It's the only. It can improve your life 100%. It can help you get rich. It can help you get healthy and well. And you got to have it. And you run out and you spend all the money you got to get one, and to find out that you really don't need it. And it sits on the shelf and it collects dust.
And people do that in their relationships too. That's the crazy thing. It's like you're basing this other person off of a model that you see on TV.
Yeah.
And that's not reality. That's not the same thing. And that's a misconception. That's an illusion. And it's not really fair for either of the parties involved.
Mhm.
So we have an upcoming workshop for couples on the 6th of December,
Mhm.
and it's called Couples Revival, and it's all about communication. I think that people, when they hear intimacy, they automatically revert to sex.
Mm.
Intimacy is not all about sex, guys. It starts with communication. It really does. You're communicating in so many different ways, and that's the foundation of your relationship, communicating. And so the workshop is going to be really fun because we explore different ways of having healthy, holistic communication that's still transparent, that's still honest, but it's geared towards growth. It's geared towards the result of growing in your relationship versus seeing your relationship decline.
Mhm.
And I think that people be like, oh, I'm keeping it real. Well, there's a difference in keeping it real and just being an a-hole. you know? Yeah. I mean,
Absolutely.
so we love what we do. We really care about people, and we have a lot of couples that we work with. We're actually going to have a 2021 couples retreat,
Mm.
and that's going to be so much fun because couples are really going to just be couples, like how they used to be back in the day. Me and Fernando pretty old school, even though we're young, we're old souls. So it's like
Mhm.
we kind of like the old school stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
You actually have to talk about your issues.
Mhm. Well, that's one thing I know. You two may not look alike. I don't think you look alike, but you two
Thank you.
you get along really well. I every time I see you guys together, it's just like, there's you just really get along really good.
Oh,
You know what I mean? That's
yeah,
and
appreciate that.
Fernando's really nice guy, man. He's super nice. I mean, I
Yeah.
never heard a foul word out of his mouth yet or nothing. I mean, he's just always, hey, so and just a good guy. It's nice. It's nice. So, you
Yeah.
know.
And the cool thing is that I cried. I saw Fernando before I met Fernando. I saw him in a vision when I was in high school, and I cried like my senior year of high school. And I was like, Mom, I just don't think there's anybody out there for me because I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to be in a relationship or not because these guys are just not, I'm not with it. And I cried to her and she said, do you want me to talk to the ancestors about sending your partner your way? And I said, yeah. I laid in her lap and she rubbed my hair and she was talking and praying and speaking it out there. And I think 2 weeks later, I met him.
Mm.
And when I saw him, we both danced. So we're hip hop dancers. And we were at the club and he was like dancing in the middle of the dance floor. And I always thought this was just, they always say this in movies that it's not
Mhm.
real. When you meet somebody that you love or that like you fall in love with someone and everything moves slowly, that happened to me.
Mhm.
He was hitting a spin, like he was spinning on the dance floor. And it was like he was moving in slow motion. And
Mhm.
I was like, what? And the first day I met Fernando, he told me he would marry me.
Wow.
And here we are, almost 8 years later, two
Wow.
kids later.
How about that? That is so
So
cool.
it can happen. It can definitely happen. It's
Definitely.
so we
Definitely.
just gotta manifest.
That,
We gotta
that's
manifest.
that's exactly
We
right.
gonna manifest you a boo. We gonna manifest you a boo.
Yes.
That's the goal. For new moon, we're gonna do a ritual.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all good. So anyway, full moon is coming. Everybody get ready to do your rituals, cleansings, things like that. Oh, I can even hear myself in my head now. talking. Maybe I'm talking too close to the microphone. Anyway, we've done our hour and then some, but this has been a really exciting hour. And before we overdo ourselves, we should call it a night. And just like always in the Milky Way, we want you to be the frequency you want to receive. And hey, I love you all. It's been a pleasure to have you on tonight, and Delaney Jones for the few minutes or whatever she was here. And thank you everybody out there.